Oh my gosh, gender reveal party. Just kidding. Let's just wait till our child makes that decision for themselves. Finally got part 2 up. Well, actually no, that's a lie. I finally finished editing part 2. I thought it was gonna take like 20 minutes to just like fine tune it this morning. No, I just spent like 3 hours working on it. And I had a Skype call that lasted an hour, which, oh my gosh, you guys, I know that everyone hates when YouTubers do this or whatever, but like, I actually have a really cool surprise. It's probably the only cool thing that I've ever done, so yeah, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be, I genuinely can't say anything yet, otherwise it won't happen, but oh my gosh. I don't even think I've started a vlog yet, so hi vlog, welcome to the vlog. I'm gonna leave while it's uploading. I'm never this happy on my period. It's when you know things are going great. Guys, look at my new bed comforter. It's actually weird because I sleep with my head here. I always used to sleep with my head there the longest time. And then like one night I couldn't sleep, so I flipped around because I used to be that like when I was a little kid. And it just stuck, and now like I always sleep that way. I don't know. The mattress looks like a giant square, but it's actually rectangular. Anyway, on a new comforter, and that blanket is not really gonna go there. It's just there for right now, but that's cute. It's like crocheted and it's pink and cute. It reminds me of one that I had when I was little. Zen be like. I still have these because they're pretty, but like I hate the fact that I still have them. Also, I ended up putting this mirror right here because I had nowhere to put it. I tried hanging it on the wall over there. Oh wait, yeah, I think I showed you guys when it was over there. Why do I look red in this light? That's so weird. It fell off the wall, so she's here now. Maybe it's because I have a lot of blush on. Wow, I didn't realize how much blush I have on. Little bubs. I was just editing a video and she was sitting next to me. Are you excited to go see grandma? We have ducks that like live in our apartment complex. Well, there's like 2 big ducks and they have a ton of little baby ducklings. And they're so cute, and they're just like, they like love people. It's weird, like they let you come up to them and like they're always chilling in the pool at night. I don't know, they're so cute. I love it. It reminds me of when I was younger and like I was getting ready for school one morning. Like I was probably still in elementary school, and I looked out my window, and from my window, I was on the 2nd story, looked right down to the pool. I think there were 2 ducks actually, and I was like so excited, and I grabbed like I had this pink, I wonder if it, no, it's probably a Kodak camera. That's so weird. Does Kodak even like make cameras anymore? Like new ones? I had this like light pink digital camera. It was like, I think my first digital camera. And I went like and took like a bunch of pictures of it. Oh my gosh, and one time when I was in high school, there was literally, this is such a tangent. There was literally a gopher. Like, you know the pool vacuums? I don't know. I'm sure now they don't have to like be plugged in. Maybe they do. I don't really know. But we had one of those pool vacs that like there was a hole in the wall of the pool and like a big tube. It looks like a giant anal beads thing. And there was a gopher on one of the little ball thingies. And I remember I saw it from my window, but from my window I was just like, what is that? And then my dad like went outside, and it was on Easter too. It would have been funny if it was on Groundhog's Day, but no. Wait, that's a groundhog, not a gopher. What am I talking about? I don't know why I was thinking it was a gopher on Groundhog's Day. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to film a video. So today I'm going to edit part 3. I published part 2 last night, well, maybe even early this morning. And since I already filmed part 3 because I just filmed it all at once, assuming it was gonna just be a giant part 2, but then I had 3 hours of footage, I already have that filmed and I'm just gonna edit it. I had another Skype call today. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited and I like can't wait to share with you what I'm doing. I feel like I'm wearing, okay, this is so weird. I should wear my hair. No, I'm not going to because my hair is clean, but in like a ballerina bun on the top of my head because this looks like, or I feel like I'm wearing a leotard. Maybe it doesn't look like that to you guys, but like since I lived in a leotard for so long, it just looks like that to me. I don't know. I feel like a little girl. I have this list of video ideas and like none of them I can really do right now. I mean, I could, but I'm not, yeah, not really. But there was this one video that I wanted to do, but I was gonna do it as a get ready with me, and then I was gonna talk about what I was gonna talk about while I was getting ready, so it wasn't just like sitting down talking. I just was thinking like, oh, maybe I'll just do it right now and then I'll just put it in a vlog. So like if you like vlogs and you don't like sit down videos, then like skip past that part. If you like sit down videos, skip past this bullshit right here. Oh, so this hand is blue. I got these done yesterday. I had to get them filled because it had been quite a while. I feel like they don't look as long on camera, but I had her like, usually they'll fill them and then like cut them down a little bit since they grew out. But I was like, you can just leave the length and then fill it, and they're like pretty long. Like they're at the length where they're like kind of curving. But anyway, this hand is pink. It's like a very neon pink. I don't know if it's gonna show up. Barbie pink. Hi, I'm Barbie. But yeah, let me see if I can get both hands. Girl, the way I'm moving got me in a trance. DJ turn me up. See? Oh my gosh, gender reveal party. Just kidding. Let's just wait till our child makes that decision for themselves. I was getting it done and they were like so baffled by the fact that I wanted one hand blue and then one hand pink. I actually wanted a different blue than this, but they didn't have any like true neon blues. This is more like teal. And I also didn't know what two colors I wanted. I just knew that I wanted each hand a different color. But they were like, so you want every other finger, right? And I'm like, no, like one hand blue, one hand pink. And they asked me like several different times in several different ways, like, you sure you don't want like every other finger, or like just one finger blue, one finger pink? And I'm like, no, this hand blue, this hand pink. I can't. Sorry, I'm sure I just wasn't even filming myself. This camera's hard to get used to. And I don't want to just be staring over here because it's annoying. And I'm like, has anyone else come in and asked for just like one hand one color and another hand the other color? And they're like, no. And I'm like, oh wow, it's kind of like been a trend recently, so maybe you'll start seeing it more. And they were like, oh, this trend. I can be like, I'm feeling girly and Barbie-ish and fun and summery. And then also like, I'm girly because I got like the long fake nails, but like I'm edgy. Watch out. It's funny, I would never get both hands this color, and I would never get both hands, well, in the past I would have done this, but something about having each hand a different color makes it okay for me. I was thinking like black and red, and then I was like, no, because like bright summery colors. And then I was thinking like purple and orange, purple and yellow. Like, no, that's Lakers. And like, yeah, I live in LA, but like I'm a Kings girl. So maybe I'll sit down. Well, I'm already sitting down. Have I shown you guys this diffuser? I don't think I have. It's really cute. Maybe I have, I don't know. I also got this tray. This cup is making it very ugly. I got this little tray because I have these coasters. I usually have a couple other things in there, like apparently this cup, which is not even on a coaster, because that makes sense. I like to be able to just like throw stuff in there and then like clean it up later. Oh, I need to open that package. Bug has been really into scratching the paint off of my walls lately, which is great. I don't think it should matter too much for when I move out, because I do think that they repaint. I mean, I'm hoping, because I don't know what kind of paint that is, because like I've never seen paint just like come off like this before. It was already coming off and she must have like latched onto it, but like, are you seeing that? Like, I've been having to clean it up off the floor because she like flakes it off, but like she's just been peeling it off, but it's just been like peeling, like ew. Just now noticed, I heard her scratching at this earlier today, and now I see why. So I have to, oh, I guess it's from up there. So yeah, I should vacuum that up actually right now. What is that? I am wearing a lot of blush. Maybe that's why I was looking so red in the low light. I've been loving blush lately. I've only been wearing blush instead of highlight. I don't know why I'm going through a phase where I don't want to wear highlight. It's weird. For like the past couple weeks, I'm like, I just don't want to wear highlight. I don't know. I'm a changed woman, you guys. Oh, that light coming up from underneath, like, hello? Am I okay? Here, come up here so they can see you. No, wrong end. She's like, I want the stick end. I love my child. I love my child. I love my child. She likes to play with things more when I'm not like holding them. She also likes to fetch. Have I shown you? Oh my gosh, have I shown you guys? Can you see the corner of my table? Here you go. I'm gonna show you guys what I got. This stuff is from Fabletics. So I got an email from them wanting to possibly like collaborate, you know, possibly sponsor / me be an affiliate, all that stuff, but like I've never tried Fabletics stuff before. She's just licking her toy, and honestly I always thought of it as like, I guess I didn't really know what it was, but I always thought it was like really cheap quality. Apparently, like, I was reading reviews and they have like very good quality, like similar to Lululemon, and like super inexpensive. So they had me pick out some stuff and to try out before like we move forward with stuff. So I'm excited. I really hope that I like them. I mainly asked for leggings rather than tops because I don't really need tops, because honestly, like, I wear leggings almost every day and like I don't work out. I need to start working out again. I want to start working out again. But yeah, like, leggings are just something that like I live in. So I think I got like one top and then like 5 pairs of leggings. I'm not sure, we'll see. I don't even know if they had the right sizes. I also didn't know what size to get. In some leggings they have extra, extra small, small, whatever, keeps going up. And I was like, well, I'm assuming I'm not an extra, extra small. If they had an extra, extra small, I would just get an extra small. But if they didn't have extra, extra small, if they only had extra small, small, I was like, maybe I should get small then. But like, I don't know, because then I was reading like, oh, a 2 from Lululemon is the same as extra, extra small. And then I'm like, well, fuck, like, I am a 2 from Lululemon. I probably could wear a 4 fine, but like, I've just always gotten 2. Honestly, I should try on a pair of 4s and see if they fit differently, because I've been wearing 2 since I was 60 pounds lighter. Goes to show how stretchy they are, I guess. So I don't know, I didn't know what size to get, so we'll see. I think I got like a mixture of extra smalls and smalls. I don't know, I have a hard time. The only thing I worry about is like the waist, but I got a few different variations of high-waisted leggings. I figured it would make most sense for me to do that since that's what I like, that's what I wear. I kind of want to compare them to my Lulus, see if maybe one of them is a new front runner. Seamless high-waisted mesh legging. Yeah, these aren't really mesh. I don't really know where that comes from. And I got these in an extra small because, I don't know, they're seamless and they just kind of seemed... Oh yeah, I guess there's like little holes at the bottom. You can see my nails through there. The bottom, like, third, I would say, is like this mesh, but not really mesh. And the rest of it is just seamless. So we'll see. People always say that seamless leggings like this, like, give you like a weird camel toe situation. So we'll see about that. I don't usually ever have that issue, or at least with any of the leggings that I wear. And I am not going to try these on right now, but I will try them on, obviously, eventually. Because, in fact, I should bring these with me, because I don't really have any full-length mirrors in my apartment, and I won't really know what they look like. Seamless high-waisted state men. Oh, maybe it's supposed to be statement legging, maybe? Oh, this says extra small, which means 2 to 4. So I hope I didn't get a small in something then, because in theory that should be like perfect for fit for me. So these ones are like ruched at the bottom, which everyone seemed to really like these. They had like a really... I am so pale, I need to get a spray tan. Like, holy shit. This is me after exfoliating the past like 3 nights, because I was preparing for a spray tan, but like haven't gotten one yet. And also like haven't been in the sun for a very long, like over a year. So this is like my natural born skin tone right here. It's just like yellowy, olivey, pale. Love it. But I do get tan fast, so that's a plus. Oh, these look okay. Look how little these look. I mean, like, I know that they can stretch probably, but like they're pretty stiff. I don't know, we'll see. Oh, these feel very similar to Aligns. Okay. Oh, the bottom is kind of like a jogger moment. That's interesting. But yeah, it has this like little side pocket. I got red ass leggings. See, this is why that makes no sense, because I thought the purple ones were gonna be maroon or burgundy, which they say burgundy, but I always thought that maroon and burgundy were like synonyms. Maybe maroon is more red and burgundy is more purple, because I guess that would make sense. But I just know that we used to have this minivan when I was little. My mom had a minivan and it was like this burgundy minivan, and people would always call it maroon, but my mom would always call it burgundy, and so I always just thought that those were synonyms, but it was kind of purpley. Why did she have a purple minivan? I'm sorry. Oh, I got these in a 7. I mean, what? Oh, 7/8. I got these in a small, but they're the exact same style as the black ones. Same legging, but these are in red. And I got these in an extra small. Maybe I did that just to see which would fit better. Probably, but like, maybe, hopefully they'll both work, but like, I was kind of, well, I didn't know, you know. It says 4 to 6. These were more stiff and less stretchy, so maybe like, oh wait, no, these are a little bit different on the bottoms, but they're the same style, but these have mesh, like, it's like mesh here, mesh here. I mean, I feel like they could both work, although that crotch looks fucking long. I don't know why I'm like spending so much time talking to you guys about this, because like it's not really gonna matter till I try them on. Okay. I didn't hate any of the leggings. I didn't like the burgundy ones. They were too compression-y. They were like ribbed. It was weird. Surprisingly, I liked the black mesh high-waisted ones more than the ones that were supposed to be like a naked feel, which I thought I was gonna like the most, but they just don't compare to these, which are the Lulu ones. They just don't compare. But I actually liked the high-waisted mesh black ones. And then the red ones in the size small, I would say they kind of fit the same as the extra smalls, except for the crotch was really long, like even if I hiked it all the way up. I still need to try on the shirt, but I'm like sweating right now, and if you can't tell, I'm home. This is actually my niece's playroom. It used to be my sister's room, but now it's a playroom. I will try the top on later. Lastly, so I got 4 pairs of leggings and 1 top. Okay, so it's just like one of these things. Oh, it's gonna be hard to see, but there's little holes all over it, which you're probably not gonna be able to see, but I will try this stuff on eventually. If I do really end up liking any of these leggings or all of them, who knows. I have a feeling that, well, I don't really know shit, I guess, but I have a feeling that I'm gonna like these the most. There's no seam up here. I don't like when there's like a tight seam at the top of leggings because it just kind of squeezes you. I love seamless everything. Like, I only wear seamless thongs. I only wear seamless leggings. Like, I don't wear bras, and if I do, it's a seamless bralette or sports bra. Like, only thin seamless things. And I don't know, not to get like deep or anything, but like kind of, because I'm going to explain it. Something that's common with people who struggle with ARFID, which is the eating disorder that I was diagnosed with, I really don't struggle with anymore. One thing I do struggle with, well, it's hard to explain. I do get worried that like I'm going to feel sick or be in pain after eating certain things. That never will stop me from doing it, and I'm not like scared to do it, and I'm not like whatever. Whereas like when I was really sick with ARFID and I didn't even really know what it was, not only would I be scared to eat because it would make me feel really sick, or it would make me literally be in so much pain I would have to go to the emergency room. When I did eat, a lot of the times it was fine, but I would still feel sick. But sometimes it would do really bad things to me, and it's mostly a somatic thing that has a lot to do with like the feelings and just being really aware of how you feel. And like for some people, like kids and old people, it'll be like a texture thing, or like they're scared to choke. It wasn't that for me. It was, I mean, it's all related to trauma, right? The reason that eating disorder is pretty much, it's very common and the most prevalent in younger kids and like adolescents and the elderly is because it'll usually get triggered by like, say you're a little kid, you're like 5 years old and you choke on something, and so then you're terrified of food because you're terrified of like, if you were actually like choking and like panicking and all that, which actually that happened to me when I was little. I choked on a soft pretzel and my older sister had to like give me the Heimlich or something. I don't know what she did but that's not how I got it. But that'll often happen in like the elderly. There's a myriad of reasons why they would develop ARFID, but less common, but it's a way of developing it that happens typically more children, adolescents, and young adults would be sexual trauma or usually sexual trauma. It's pretty interesting like to look into. I don't look into that ever, but I did when I was really going through it just to try to understand it. But it's super complex how it even really happens. But there's just something about, I mean, obviously trauma does a lot of things to you, but there's something about that happening to you, that happening to a person, and the correlation with causation of developing something like ARFID because you start to feel really sick whenever you eat, or you start to have a lot of pain whenever you eat. It's just like there's so many, it would take me forever to sit here and like explain it all to you, but for me, I would feel sick after I would eat more than like a little amount. It was like that for like 3 years, and then it developed into like I would actually be in pain, and like like severe pain, and it would actually cause stomach ulcers, and it would actually cause Crohn's to flare up and IBS to flare up, because then it turns into like this whole somatic disorder, like an actual somatic disorder, not like what is that? What am I thinking of? Hypochondriac. It's not being a hypochondriac, it's kind of like the opposite of that, but because you're like psychologically distressed, it'll start manifesting in physical ways. And you don't, I mean, I didn't know that that was what was happening at the time. I didn't know that was possible, and even when I found out that that's what was happening, I didn't really want to accept it, because it wasn't like a concrete, it didn't feel concrete enough to me. It didn't feel like it made sense to me. I don't know why I just went so much into that, but something that's common with ARFID, and I don't think it really has a name. It's definitely not like a diagnosis, but it's just something that tends to happen alongside it, especially if it was caused by any sort of sexual trauma, is that like the feeling of certain clothing, the feeling of certain fabrics, certain smells, strong smells, sights, like everything is very intensified for me. Like I'm so sensitive to light, like I think you guys know this, and I'm so sensitive to smells. I'm so sensitive to, I'm very like I'm sensitive in my heart, but also like everything about me is like sensitive. Like I'm always aware of like feelings in my body or whatever. A big thing is like clothing, like fabric. That's been a big thing for me for like the past, I don't know, 7 years. And it's even actually like really gotten worse, I would say. I think it's gotten worse since I gained weight, probably because when I was so thin, like there wasn't anything for like it to like irritate. Like every item of clothing fit me, but now like if I wear tight pants, like yeah, it's gonna dig into the fat on like my hips and my stomach, and like that feeling, it's not just like, oh, this is uncomfortable, it's like I want to crawl out of my skin feeling. So that's why I'm so particular about what I wear, in the sense that like it just has to be what it has to be, and it has to, I don't know how to explain it. It can't trigger my anxiety, and it can't make me feel like, I don't know how to explain it. My camera stops recording after 25 minutes. But yeah, to put it simply, it's just like a really, I don't know. I don't even know how to put it simply. But yeah, that's the thing that I struggle with. Yeah, I don't know. There's people that are super sensitive to smells that it has nothing to do with any of this. It's just for no reason or for a different reason. But like, I'm saying specifically tied to ARFID is very common. In fact, like one of the things, because I wasn't diagnosed with ARFID until like literally a couple months before I was recovered from it, which is crazy because I fought it from the time I was 17 and a half until 22. But it wasn't until the very end that I actually, I'm 22 and a half and I get that diagnosis. And it made a lot of sense. I'm actually so glad that I went to ERC in Denver, because the big guy there, the head honcho, I don't know what his actual name is, if he's like the director, I can't quite remember, but he's a psychiatrist and his name is Ovidio Bermudez. My therapist at the time, when I was living in Roseville, or she was in Roseville, which, fun fact, she's actually Brene Brown's best friend, and Brene Brown is like, I'm obsessed with her, all of her books. Like I have read all of her books, and I've read some of them multiple times. Oh my gosh, He Who Shall Not Be Named, my ex, has like 10 of my books, and they are mostly Brene Brown books. He never even read them, and he's had them since 2017. Bitch. It's my favorite books. I highly recommend, by the way, to read, I think the first one I ever read by her was Rising Strong. I highly recommend that. And also, well shit, now I'm blanking on the name and I can't even reference the title of it. It's like a gray cover with rainbow letters on it. I don't know. Amazing books. But my therapist was her like best friend. Anyway, she recommended me to go to ERC. Well, she recommended me first to go to Acute in Denver, which I did, because, that was like an emergency thing, honestly. And then came back from there, tried out Montecatini in Southern California. It's in like, was it in Carlsbad? It was in Carlsbad, I think. I was there for like 3 months, actually lost weight there. I wasn't diagnosed with ARFID yet, and they weren't feeding me enough, for sure. That was a day program, but like you would eat every meal there, and they also just didn't know enough. Everyone there was had more of the typical eating disorders, anorexia, bulimia, binge eating disorder, orthorexia, stuff like that. So like, and at that point I knew that I wasn't like all of them, but I didn't know what the like I was. It was very frustrating. So anyway, so then I left there, and then like 3 months later I go to ERC because my therapist is like, you need to go see Ovidio. I have, like, he specializes in something called ARFID, and like my therapist had suspected all along that I had ARFID, but like obviously couldn't diagnose me with that. She's not a psychiatrist or psychologist, I don't know terminology, but and I talked to him on the phone for like 2 hours before going, and like he's just like the expert in ARFID, and there were 2 other people there who had ARFID, one of which became like one of my really, really, really good friends, and one of which, well, the other of which who also was like my best friend there, and he actually was murdered recently. And I've been trying to like not think about that because it makes me, obviously, it like, oh my gosh, that's just, I can't think about it. Just was thinking about ARFID and then ERC, and how, you know, there was a few of us there who struggled with ARFID, and so it was just, you know, it was really the perfect place to be. It was really the only place in the country to be, because they dealt with ARFID in the children's programs, like up until 17 years old, but since it's such a rare thing in like the adult age group, they don't have like treatment centers that even my psych now and even my previous therapist didn't even know what I was saying when I said I had ARFID. I would have to, they were like, what does ARFID stand for? And I'd have to tell them, and it's just not, it's really just not a common thing, especially for adults. So I started thinking about my friend Reed. But yeah, so Ovidio luckily was my psych when I was there, because there were, I think, 3 different ones, and they would kind of assign you would get like a team. You had a psych, you had a dietitian, you had a therapist. Was there one more? I don't think so. And luckily he was my psych. I also had the best therapist. Oh my gosh, the best. Oh yeah. Wow, okay, sorry, I'm like, I forgot that I had 2 therapists because I was in residential program and then I went to PHP, but I both times had the best therapist, like, not even a biased thing, like I had the best therapist. Yeah, so I was able to be diagnosed very quickly from Ovidio, and then I remember when my dad came to visit, it was like parents' weekend, my dad came to visit probably 3 weeks into me being there, and I was in residential still. My mom also came when I was in the day program. She came like near the end of my stay, which was really cool. But also during parents' weekend, and she met Reed, and yeah, I think he came to dinner with us once. Anyway, but we talked about, when my dad was there, we talked with Ovidio and him about, oh, you also had a family therapist, that's what the other one was, about ARFID, and like explaining to my dad what it even was, because he didn't know, you know? I didn't even, I knew about it at this point, but I didn't know that was happening. And in fact, I even thought like, no, that's not it, because I'm not a little kid, and I'm not an elderly, and like, what are the odds that I would have that? Like, meh. But I did, I don't know. Like the clothing thing got brought up, and like if I was particular about fabrics or just sensations in general, smells, sights, textures, the feeling of things on my skin, or like just anything. Even things like my retainer. I haven't been able to wear my retainer since I was 17, which I should be wearing, you know, every night or at least a few times a week to keep my teeth straight. And I'm sure my teeth have moved a lot since I was 15 and got my braces off, 14, I don't know. But I haven't been able to do that because it's another one of those things. It's just like, I can't handle it. Even my dad knew, like, yeah, she's very, very sensitive to like everything. Yeah. And so that was when I discovered like, oh wow, like there's a reason for that too. Anyway, I don't know why I'm still talking about this. I feel like I'm not going to put any of this in, but maybe. I don't know why I've just been so scared to like, not scared of like what are people going to think, but scared of like no one's probably going to watch me anymore, and like this is a job, so you know, you do, as much as it sucks, you do have to think about like what people are going to want to watch. But lately I've been, you know, putting more of just like this in my videos, like the one where I talked about my breakup. And I mean, the one where my laptop was broken and all of that stuff. And I mean, that's like a whole new level because I was like sobbing, but you know what I mean. By the way, I got an email from the Apple store. Sorry, but it's not covered by the warranty, so you have to pay $500 plus tax. And I'm like, what is covered by the warranty? Because if a manufacturer defect isn't, like, what the fuck is covered from the warranty? So I have to pay. I accepted it because they were like, you can either accept it or you can have us return your computer as is. And I'm like, well, it's fucking broken as is, okay? So I guess I'm gonna pay for that to be fixed, and then I'm gonna return the other one because I'm not spending $1,800 plus on this laptop fiasco. I'm just not. Plus, I don't really like, I don't even know if I've shown you guys this. I wanted to do like, actually I didn't want to. In hindsight, I thought like I probably should have done an unboxing because like that's what people usually do when they get a new laptop. But I literally just like unboxed this so quickly and was like crying while I did it, and so it wasn't exciting. It was very anticlimactic. But I got the MacBook Air because the guy that was helping me, in hindsight, like he wasn't very knowledgeable. But he was trying to tell me that like MacBook Air is the best for someone like me who uses it for editing, which I already knew. Like I'm pretty sure that the Pro is the best for editing and streaming and stuff like that, but he told me like, oh, and it's cheaper and it's gonna be better. And so I don't know why he was like trying to just make a sale, because I was in there like, I'm gonna buy a laptop. Like, so I got the Air. It's just, I don't like it as much as my MacBook Pro. It has a lot of glitches. Like it'll just like shut out of everything at once. It's not as fast. And I mean, honestly, I spent more on this than I did on my MacBook Pro back in September. And when I got that one, I got a free pair of Beats. So like, I don't really know, like this is the new MacBook Air, but like I don't love it. The only thing that I like about this more than the Pro is that it has this little square, which is the finger unlocky thingy, Touch ID, like that, because I don't like having to type in my password on my other one. But that's literally the only thing that I like more about this one. But anyway, what was I saying? Bitch, what was I talking about? I was talking about Apple. Oh, my videos. Yeah, so maybe I will continue, I guess, maybe do more of actually putting this stuff in my videos, because it's not like I don't do this all the time, because I do often sit down and just talk, and then when I get into editing, I'm like, I'm just gonna trash this 40 minutes, because I just was like, no one's really that interested, no one's really gonna want to watch that, listen to it, whatever. But like, I should know by now, because of my Patreon, that like, there are other people like me who like to just like listen to someone talk and just like be genuinely real, because that's really what this is. I mean, there's literally no like facade here. There's no like putting on a show. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Alright, well, I wanted to talk about something that I was going to talk about in my Get Ready With Me, and just put it in this vlog, but I'm going to do that later because, first of all, I don't have any space left on this card in a few seconds, and I need to go and edit part 3 so I can get that up for you guys. Anyway, what do you think of my nails? Let me know. Male or female? I mean, male or female? Gender reveals nowadays are getting out of hand. What if that's what it was? You just hire someone to paint one hand pink and one hand blue, and then you go 3, 2, 1, and they're like, it's a boy, bitch. Just kidding, it's twins, bitch. Just kidding, it's triplets. Alright. Oh my gosh, also you guys, I forgot I wanted to show you this. So this is my purse, right? You've seen it before. It's actually quite small. Like when I got it, I was like, oh, I like this. It's small, but like it also holds a lot. But look at what I got to use as my camera case, because I didn't want to just buy like a camera case, because I feel like number one, it's kind of obvious that there's a camera in there. Number two, it's actually more expensive than just getting something like this. So I got this tiny little mini purse. It is like, I mean, it's so small. Like, it's so cute, and my camera fits in here like perfectly. Like it wouldn't hold anything bigger. I think it's so cute. Like, I love the new trend of like small purses. I don't know. Hi, boo boo. Hi, mama. Thank you, babe. You excited to go see Grandma in a couple days? We're driving back to Loomis with my sister on Friday. Hopefully, fingers crossed, if Disco allows it. I mean, we have to because I have a flight back on Monday, and it's gonna be her first flight. Damn, I was outside for 2 seconds and my hair is already getting like kinky as fuck. Kinky as fuck. This is old and I don't think I should drink it. It's from like 2 days. No, it's from yesterday. No. What day is it? It's from Monday. It's Wednesday. Yeah. I don't think tea goes bad, but it's been in a plastic cup. Also, I thought plastic straws were illegal here because I haven't gotten a plastic straw for like months, but this Starbucks gave me a plastic straw. I'm very upset about it. It's like, I know I'm gonna recycle it, but I know that like no one else is probably going to. Also, hi, I'm like outside right now. I'm sitting by my car. Someone hit my car and well, let me show you the damage. Yeah, it's not good. They hit it a couple hours ago, but I was in my car still. I had like recently walked back to my car, got inside, and yeah, this car literally just fucking hit me. It was weird too because they were like going slow and like trying to pull into the spot next to me, but they were trying to do it like carefully. But it was like this girl, she said she didn't even have insurance, and so I don't know. I got her information. I don't really know how to go about it. I'm just gonna ask my mom. But like my car has so many scratches and stuff like that on it from other people. Like I've never been the one that has dented or scratched my car. Yeah, like the front left, the back left, and the back right all have scratches or dents on them. It's never happened to me as much as it has happened. Actually, I don't think it's ever happened to me until I moved to LA, and then it happened like 6 times in the first year. And then now the second year it's happened a few times too. But yeah, I'm gonna go inside this coffee bean and start editing. I should probably throw away the Starbucks before I go in because I feel like that's like sacrilegious. Not sacrilegious, but you know what I mean. I was waiting for my vlog footage to import, so I'm importing it to my laptop right now. So yeah,